What's up, everybody? What's going on? I wanted to talk today quickly about becoming a developer or getting into the tech industry. And I think there's a lot of mysticism, and it is a mess down here. I feel a little claustrophobic. I think it might be time to move. Sorry, I was starting to get a little claustrophobic down there. Construction's like in full effect. We got people everywhere, taking up the whole street. Just a lot of stuff going on. I mean, seriously, look at all this. It's kind of an interesting conversation because there's a lot of different levels, and there's a lot of different people over the years that I've worked with and mentored that have different motivations for why they want to become a developer. The way I see it, there's 4 types of people that come to me on either Tech Guy DIY or this channel, or just in life as people that I meet and spend time with. The first is they want to be a full-time developer. They want to write code every day, get better and grow, and just become a developer. And those are actually the people that I get the fewest of on Tech Guy. Not that that's a bad thing, but these people understand that there's a lot of hard work that goes into it. They are passionate about building, they're passionate about learning, and they're passionate about being on the front end of technology and society. And I think it's a great way to approach being a developer in general, because it's the only way to get truly good at what you're doing. The second type of person is the kind of person that just has an idea for a company or a project or an app or a website or whatever, and they just want to build something and try. This is a pretty common request, and through my time mentoring and things like that, I've definitely had this more often than not. People just have an idea and they want to learn how to build that. They don't want to be a developer. Ultimately, they want to hire people to do development long term, but they want to get their idea off the ground to maybe get funding or start getting customers or whatever it is. And I respect that. Like that's another way of coming at it, but I don't consider that a developer. Like, I would more consider you as a business person that are trying to bootstrap your way into building an idea into something more real. And instead of spending $20, $30, $100,000, you're gonna spend no money or a little bit of money and take some tutorials and try and build out a proof of concept yourself, which is great. And I think that's an incredible way to do it. And I just want to make sure that you understand that you doing that, if it's any kind of a complex algorithm, it will be more difficult for you trying to hack something together, as opposed to somebody that wants to become a developer and learn the programming theory behind everything and understanding complex algorithms and making things work better. That's, for the most part, usually enough these days. Like, that may change at some point, but right now, if you can get a solid proof of concept that works, that can get out to market and start getting people using it, you have a better chance at getting funding than somebody that just says, hey, I have an idea, can you please give me money so I can go pay somebody to build this. It's just it's a different way of coming at it. The third type of person is more along the lines of what we just talked about, but instead of doing a project for themselves, they're looking to do projects for other people. So they're kind of a freelancer, kind of somebody that wants to deal with more than just development. They want to deal with the design, they want to deal with the logos, they want to be kind of the all-in-one stop for people that have ideas, people that have websites, people that they want to help grow their business. And again, that's a great thing. And I think that's really important for people to understand that this type of person is actually really good at agency work, really good at being a freelancer or a consultant, and somebody that can actually help a lot of businesses and a lot of people and a lot of nonprofits do a lot of things and not be in the day-to-day coding world. And I think that's a good thing. I'm like that to an extent. Like, I like helping people get their branding squared away. I like getting people refreshing their branding, refreshing their website, getting new ways to make their business better. I like to do that for friends, for family, for nonprofits, for anybody I can help with. Now, I don't have as much time to do it as I used to, but I still enjoy it. Of all the people that I get that want to be developers, that come in saying, I want to be a developer, this is pretty much the most common route that people end up taking, is they don't really necessarily want to be a developer. They want to be a marketing person or an agency person that builds ideas for other people. They have their own ideas mixed in there, but ultimately, they are looking to do work with people in certain industries or across industry. Their strength is their ability to kind of handle a bunch of different things, from marketing to web development to design to brand development. And I think that's a really hard skill set to kind of master all those, and especially from the development side, you can master marketing and kind of branding all in one. Development is a different animal, so things like Squarespace or Wix is probably better for those people because they can deal with that stuff, deal with the design, and not have to get in the nuts and bolts of writing code and having to deal with keeping code up and keeping websites stable and all that. Like, somebody's doing that for you. And the fourth person is the person that comes to me like, hey, you're in tech, it looks like you make money. I hear tech is really great because they have great benefits and they pay really well, so I want to get into tech. That's probably the most common conversation I have with people on the internet, whether it's YouTube or in person. They think tech is this amazing place where everybody gets paid really well and you just kind of show up to work and play ping pong and darts and all that, and then you're done. You collect your paycheck and go home. It's a lot different than that. It's a lot of hard work. You always have to be constantly learning and staying ahead on technology and knowing what's going on in the world. You can get paid really well. The benefits are usually really great. The culture is usually really great, but there's a lot of hard work that kind of gets mixed in there, and it's not for everybody. And you're certainly not going to walk in day one on tech making 6 figures. You have to put in the work and understand where your value is. Ultimately, none of these types of people are bad. They just have different levels of interest in the actual development. And I think all 3 of the first 3 are necessary in different ways. It's just not your typical development type scenario. More along the lines of marketing and helping businesses grow as opposed to pure development. And that's fantastic. Those type of people are necessary and needed for small businesses, for even some medium-sized businesses, and definitely for nonprofits. If that's what your passion is, do you. Like, that is incredible. And for group number 4, you guys aren't bad people. It's not a bad question, and it's not even a bad interest. The tech industry is great, but it's also not an anomaly from a business perspective. You're still, depending on what role you're in, you have to grow into that role. You have to have experience, and you have to show levels of effort to make good money, to have the benefits and the freedoms. It's really important to know what you want to do and be passionate about it. Whether you're type 1, 2, 3, or 4, figure it out and just go for it. It doesn't matter. If you want to be a developer, go for being a developer, and hopefully I can help in that area. And in categories 2 and 3, I have done that a lot in my life, so hopefully I can help you guys as well. Category 4, just watch what I'm doing, watch what I'm talking about, and make sure that this is what you want to get into. Hope this was helpful. I have a lot of things coming up here around kind of the tech industry, and more specifically development and marketing, and how to kind of get into different things in this space. With that being said, if you guys like what you're hearing, want to hear more about what's going on in the tech industry, want to learn how to break into the tech industry, this channel's for you. Hit like, hit subscribe. That way you get the stuff that I'll be posting over the next 6 to 8 weeks, and you can kind of keep up with what's going on and the work that I'm going to put in with you guys to kind of show you how to get to the next level within this industry. So with all that being said, whatever industry you're in, be you, because nobody else can be you nearly as good as you can. Own it, live it, go get it. Take care of yourself and those around you. Later, everybody.